Lesson 1, Finding Support.
Hey Anna, have you heard about what happened with our colleagues? I feel like we should do something to show our support.
Oh, really? I hadn't heard the details yet. What do you think we can do to help?
Well, I think the best thing is to just be there for them, you know? Avoid pointing fingers and offer a listening ear.
That's a great idea. Sometimes just having someone to talk to can make all the difference. I'm happy to lend a supportive ear.
Absolutely. And maybe we can organize a small gathering or outing, just to get everyone's mind off the situation for a bit.
That's a wonderful suggestion. A little positivity and camaraderie could go a long way right now. I'm in.
Wonderful, I'll start putting something together. I'm sure our colleagues will really appreciate the gesture.
Sounds good, let me know how I can help. I'm glad we're taking this approach, it's the best way to support each other.
Me too. Alright, I'll be in touch soon about the plans. Talk to you later.
Lesson 2, Making New Friends.
Morning Anna, I wanted to ask you something. I'm a bit worried I won't be able to make any new friends at this new job.
Oh, I understand that concern. Starting somewhere new can feel a bit daunting when it comes to socializing.
Exactly. I'm not the most outgoing person, so I'm afraid I'll just end up sitting alone at lunch.
I've been there before. The key is to put yourself out there, even if it feels uncomfortable at first.
Any tips on how to do that? I want to make a good impression and connect with my coworkers.
Well, try to be friendly and approachable. Ask people about themselves and their interests. Offer to grab coffee or lunch together.
That makes sense. I'll have to step out of my comfort zone a bit, but it'll be worth it to make some friends.
Absolutely. And remember, your coworkers are probably feeling the same way. So be the one to initiate those connections.
Good point. Alright, I'll give it a try. Thanks for the encouragement. I feel a bit more prepared now.
Lesson 3, Fitness Challenges.
Hey Anna, how's your workout routine been going lately? Mine has felt pretty tough lately.
Oh, really? What have you been struggling with? I've actually been enjoying my workouts more than usual.
Well, I've been trying to push myself a bit harder, but I'm finding it hard to stay motivated some days.
I hear you. It's easy to lose steam, especially when the workouts get more challenging. What are you doing for exercise?
A mix of weightlifting and cardio. But I think I need to switch it up to keep things interesting.
That's a good idea. Changing up your routine can really help you stay engaged and energized.
Any recommendations? I'm open to trying new things to make my workouts more enjoyable.
Maybe try an exercise class like cycling or yoga? The social aspect and instruction can make a big difference.
That's a great suggestion. I've been meaning to try a cycling class. Maybe I'll give that a shot this week.
Lesson 4: Staying informed.
Hey Anna, did you catch that show on Channel 7 last night? Apparently, there's some big news happening.
No, I missed it. What was the story? I've been trying to stay more up to date on current events lately.
Well, from what I gathered, it had to do with some major political developments. Seemed pretty significant.
Ah, I see. It's important to follow the news, even when it feels a bit overwhelming sometimes.
Definitely. There's just so much going on, it can be hard to keep track. But I try to at least skim the headlines.
Same here. Even just a quick glance at the news in the morning can help you feel more informed.
Absolutely. And I find that discussing the news with others, like you, helps me better understand the issues.
Absolutely. Exchanging perspectives is so valuable. What's your take on the story you heard about?
Well, from what I gathered, it sounded like there were some significant political shifts happening. But I'd have to dig into it more to form a real opinion.
Lesson 5: Exploring new shopping spots.
Hey Anna, I was wondering if you had any recommendations for good shopping spots in the city?
Ooh, that's a great question. I definitely suggest checking out Wangfujing Street and Sherdan Street. They have a really diverse range of shops.
Oh, wonderful, I've heard those areas are known for their shopping. What kinds of stores can you find there?
A bit of everything: trendy clothing boutiques, specialty shops, department stores, you name it. It's a shopper's paradise.
That sounds perfect. I'm in the mood to do some browsing and potentially treat myself to a few new things.
Definitely take advantage. The selection is incredible, and the prices can be quite reasonable too.
Awesome, that's good to know. I'll have to carve out some time this weekend to explore those areas.
Sounds like a plan. Let me know if you want any other tips or want to make a shopping date of it.
I may just take you up on that. It would be fun to check it out together.
Lesson 6: Exploring interests.
Hey Anna, have you decided what you want to do this weekend?
Not yet, I'm still trying to figure it out. Do you have any interesting suggestions?
Well, I was thinking we could go for a hike in the nearby park. The weather looks perfect for it.
Ooh, a hike sounds lovely. I do enjoy being outdoors and getting some exercise.
Great! I know a really scenic trail we could check out. Do you have any other preferences?
Maybe we could stop for a picnic lunch after the hike? I love trying new local restaurants.
That's a fantastic idea. I'll look into some good spots in the area.
Wonderful. I'm really looking forward to it. We can discuss the details later.
Sounds good. I'll send you more info soon. This is going to be a fun weekend.
Lesson 7: Discovering New Trends.
Hey Anna, I was at the mall earlier and saw some really cool jewelry.
Oh, that's interesting. What kind of jewelry did you see?
Lots of trendy metallic pieces, necklaces, bracelets, even some rings.
Metallic jewelry? That does sound very stylish. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, I think it would look great on you. We should go shopping together sometime.
That's a great idea. I'm always on the lookout for new fashion trends.
Awesome, we can make a day of it. I'm sure we'll find some amazing pieces.
I'm excited. We'll have to coordinate our outfits too.
Definitely. This is going to be a fun shopping trip.
Lesson 8: Reminiscing about a cozy cafe.
Hey Anna, remember that cafe we tried last month?
Oh yes, the one with the amazing coffee and pastries.
Exactly. The atmosphere there was so cozy and inviting.
Totally agree. I love the rustic decor and the friendly staff.
Me too. It was the perfect spot to relax and catch up.
Definitely. I wish we could go back there soon.
We should plan another visit. I'm craving their delicious baked goods.
Same here. Let's make it a priority to go back soon.
Sounds like a plan. I'm looking forward to it already.
Lesson 9: Discussing hotel amenities.
Hey Anna, have you booked our hotel for the upcoming trip?
Yes, I have. I found a great place with lots of nice amenities.
That's awesome. What kind of amenities are we talking about?
Well, for starters, it has a minibar with snacks and drinks.
Ooh, that's convenient. Anything else?
Yes, and breakfast is actually included in the room rate.
Wow, that's a nice perk. It'll be great to have a hearty breakfast.
Exactly. I'm really happy with the hotel I found.
Me too. This trip is shaping up to be fantastic.
Lesson 10: Exploring Paris.
Hello Anna, have you heard about the Eiffel Tower in Paris? I'd love to visit it someday.
Yes, John. The Eiffel Tower is such an iconic landmark. I've always wanted to see it in person.
Me too. I've seen pictures, but it must be amazing to experience it up close.
Definitely. We should plan a trip to Paris together. I bet the views from the top are breathtaking.
That's a great idea. We could explore the city and visit other famous sites as well.
Sounds like a plan. We'll need to research the best time to go and make a list of all the places we want to see.
Absolutely. I'll start looking into accommodation and transportation options.
Wonderful. I'm already getting excited about the possibility of seeing the Eiffel Tower in real life.
Same here. This is going to be an incredible adventure.
Lesson 11: Packing for the Paris trip.
Hey Anna, have you started packing for our trip to Paris?
Not yet, John. I want to make sure I have everything I need. Do you have any recommendations?
Well, definitely don't forget to pack your camera. You'll want to capture all the beautiful sights.
Good point. And I should probably bring a portable charger too, in case my phone runs out of battery.
Oh, and don't forget snacks and water for when we're out exploring.
Excellent idea. Staying hydrated and fueled will be important, especially with all the walking we'll be doing.
Exactly. We'll need to be prepared for a full day of sightseeing.
Absolutely. I'll make sure to pack comfortable shoes as well.
Perfect. This is going to be an amazing trip. I can't wait to experience Paris with you.
Lesson 12: Exploring Paris on a budget.
Hey Anna, I've been looking into ways to explore Paris on a budget. Have you found any good tips?
Yes, I have. One thing we can do is look for free walking tours to get a feel for the city.
That's a great idea. And we can also try to find discounted tickets for popular attractions.
Absolutely. We can even consider a higher quantity order if the price is more favorable.
Good thinking. We should also look into public transportation options to save on getting around.
Definitely. The metro system in Paris is quite extensive, so that could be a cost-effective way to get around.
Excellent. And we can pack our own lunches to avoid eating out for every meal.
Good point. That will help us save a lot of money on food. We just need to make sure we have a cooler or insulated bag.
Perfect. With a little planning, we can have an amazing time in Paris without breaking the bank.
Lesson 13: Influencer Marketing.
Hey Anna, have you noticed how influencer marketing is becoming more and more popular these days?
Yes, I have. It's fascinating to see how brands are leveraging the power of social media influencers to reach their target audience.
Absolutely. It's a clever strategy, isn't it? Influencers can really help brands connect with their customers in a more authentic way.
Definitely. I think it's especially effective for younger generations who are more likely to trust the recommendations of their favorite influencers.
Exactly. And the data shows that influencer marketing can be incredibly effective in driving sales and engagement.
Absolutely. Have you noticed how many of your favorite brands are collaborating with influencers these days?
Oh, for sure. It's becoming a staple in their marketing mix. I'm curious to see how it will continue to evolve in the coming years.
Me too. I wonder if we'll start to see more regulations around influencer marketing to ensure transparency and authenticity.
That's a good point. There have been some concerns raised about things like undisclosed sponsorships and the need for clearer guidelines.
Lesson 14: Fragrance Shopping.
Hey Anna, I've been meaning to ask, have you been to that new perfume shop downtown? I heard they have an amazing selection.
Oh, yes, I went there the other day. It was such a fun experience. They really help you find your perfect fragrance.
That's great to hear. I've been wanting to refresh my cologne collection. Maybe we could go together sometime?
Definitely, I'd love that. We can explore all the different scents and help each other find our new signature smells.
Sounds like a plan. I'm always a bit overwhelmed when it comes to picking out fragrances.
Don't worry, the staff there is super knowledgeable. They'll guide us through the process and make sure we find something we love.
Perfect, that's exactly what I need. I tend to get stuck smelling the same few scents over and over.
I totally understand. It's easy to get stuck in a rut. But this will be the perfect opportunity to branch out.
Absolutely. Alright, let's set a date to go fragrance shopping together. I'm excited to find my new go to cologne.
Lesson 15: Getting Around Thailand.
Hey Anna, I'm planning a trip to Thailand soon. Do you have any tips on the best way to get around the country?
Ooh, Thailand is amazing. Well, I heard the country has an extensive network of transportation options to help you get around.
That's good to know. What are some of the most common and convenient ways to travel within Thailand?
Well, the public transportation system is really robust, with buses, trains, and even domestic flights connecting major cities. The trains in particular are a great way to see the countryside.
Ah, the trains sound like a good option. Are they reliable and comfortable?
Definitely. The train system is quite efficient and the rides can be really scenic. Just be sure to book your tickets in advance, especially during peak travel times.
Okay, great tip. And what about getting around within the cities themselves? Any recommendations there?
Tuk-tuks and taxis are super common and convenient for getting around cities like Bangkok. The public buses and metro systems are also really useful.
Awesome, that gives me a good starting point to plan my transportation for the trip. I appreciate the helpful advice.
Lesson 16, Solo Backpacking Adventure.
Hey Anna, I've been thinking about traveling alone and backpacking through Europe. What do you think?
That sounds incredible, John. Solo travel can be such an amazing, eye-opening experience.
Yeah, I'm really intrigued by the idea of just going at it alone. No schedules, no plans, just total freedom.
Absolutely, that's one of the best parts. You can go wherever the wind takes you. Have you started planning any of the logistics?
Not yet, I'm still in the daydreaming phase. But I'm trying to research some budget friendly hostels and transportation options.
That's a great first step. Hostels are perfect for solo travelers, you'll meet so many other adventurous people.
That's what I'm hoping for. I'd love to connect with other backpackers and make some new friends along the way.
For sure, the social aspect is one of the biggest draws of solo travel. You'll have so many incredible stories to come home with.
I can't wait. Now I just need to set aside some time to make it happen. Work has been so busy lately.
Lesson 17, Comparing the Competition.
Morning Anna, I heard the news about the competition introducing new products. What do you think about that?
Well, I think it's a smart move on their part. We'll need to closely examine what they're offering and see how it compares to our lineup.
Definitely. We should try to get our hands on those new products and do a thorough analysis.
Agreed. I'll see if we can get some samples sent over. In the meantime, what are your thoughts on how we should respond?
I think we need to look at our own product roadmap and see where we can make some strategic improvements or additions.
Good point. Maybe we can brainstorm some ideas for new features or product lines that could help us stay ahead of the competition.
Absolutely. When can we get together to discuss this further?
How about tomorrow afternoon? I'll block off some time in our calendars.
Sounds great, I'll make sure I'm available. Looking forward to it.
Lesson 18, Researching the Market.
Hey Anna, I've been doing some research on the competition's new products. Have you had a chance to look into that as well?
Yes, I've been reviewing the details. It looks like they're really focusing on price and value this time around.
Interesting. We should probably do a more comprehensive market analysis to see how their offerings stack up against ours.
Good idea. I think we should also compare prices and see if there's room for us to adjust our own pricing strategy.
Right, dear. We should also compare prices before buying anything for our own product development.
Absolutely. I'll work on putting together a detailed comparison across key features and pricing. That should give us a clearer picture.
Sounds like a plan. Let me know if you need any help compiling that data.
Will do. In the meantime, is there anything else you think we should be looking into?
Maybe we could explore some customer feedback and see what they're really looking for in this product category.
Lesson 19, Favorite Recipes.
Hey Anna, I heard you're quite the chef. What are some of your favorite recipes?
Oh, I do enjoy cooking. One of my go-to dishes is a delicious stir-fry. The flavors and textures are always so satisfying.
Sounds tasty. I enjoy making different types of stir-fry dishes as well. Do you have any signature recipes or techniques you'd recommend?
Absolutely. I perfected a really flavorful sauce that goes great with all kinds of proteins and veggies. Let me know if you'd like me to share the recipe.
Yes, please. I'm always looking to expand my culinary repertoire.
Wonderful. I'll send it over later today. In the meantime, what other kinds of dishes do you enjoy making?
I'd say I'm a bit of a versatile cook. I love experimenting with different cuisines and flavor profiles.
That's great. I'd be curious to hear more about your favorite recipes or cooking techniques.
Well, one dish I really enjoy is a hearty lentil stew. It's so nourishing and comforting.
Lesson 20, Establishing a Framework.
Hey Anna, I wanted to follow up on our earlier discussion about expanding our product offerings.
Great, I'm glad you brought that up. I've been doing some additional research and have some ideas I'd love to run by you.
Sounds good. I think it's important that we establish a clear framework for evaluating any potential new products.
Absolutely, I agree. Could you start by outlining what you think some of the key criteria should be?
Sure, I was thinking things like market demand, production feasibility, alignment with our brand, and of course, profitability.
Those are all excellent points. I'd also add competitive differentiation as an important factor to consider.
Good call. We want to make sure any new products we introduce truly stand out in the market.
Exactly. And I think we should also weigh the potential cannibalization of our existing products.
Definitely, we don't want to undermine our current offerings. This is shaping up to be a comprehensive evaluation process.
Lesson 21, Affordable and Reliable Printers.
Hey Anna, have you been looking into getting a new printer recently? I've been thinking about getting one myself.
Ah, yes, I have. I've been considering getting an inkjet printer. They seem pretty affordable these days and work quite well.
That's a great idea. I've heard good things about inkjet printers too. They're versatile and produce nice quality prints.
Absolutely. Plus, the ink cartridges are much more budget-friendly compared to laser printers. I think an inkjet would suit my needs perfectly.
Definitely. Have you looked at any specific models you're interested in?
Yes, I've been eyeing a few highly rated options from HP and Canon. They seem to strike a nice balance between cost, features, and print quality.
Awesome, those are reliable brands. I think I'll look into those as well. An affordable yet dependable printer is exactly what I need.
Sounds like a plan. Let me know if you find any good deals or have any other questions. I'm happy to share what I've learned in my research.
Will do, thanks Anna. This has been really helpful. I feel more confident about finding the right printer now.
Lesson 22: Enjoying the creative process.
Morning. I wanted to ask, what kind of art projects have you been working on lately?
Oh, I've been really into landscape and portrait painting lately. I find it so fulfilling and relaxing.
That's great. I've always admired your artistic skills. What do you enjoy most about those types of projects?
Well, I love the process of capturing the essence of a scene or person through my brushstrokes. It's so rewarding to see the final piece come together.
I can imagine. The attention to detail and blending of colors must be quite captivating.
Absolutely. And the best part is, I'm always learning new techniques and experimenting with different styles. It keeps the creative juices flowing.
That's awesome. I wish I had more of an artistic flair, but I tend to stick to more analytical tasks.
Everyone has their own strengths. I'm sure you excel at other creative pursuits, even if traditional art isn't your forte.
You're right, I do enjoy a bit of writing and problem solving. But I admire people like you who can paint such beautiful masterpieces.
Lesson 23: Training for the new role.
Hey Anna, I wanted to chat with you about the training program for my new role. Do you have a few minutes?
Absolutely, I'm happy to discuss it. The training program is crucial for a smooth transition, so let's dive in.
Great, well, I'm a bit nervous about it to be honest. There's a lot of new software and processes to learn.
I understand the feeling, but the training is designed to get you up to speed quickly. They'll walk you through everything step by step.
That's good to hear. I just want to make sure I'm fully prepared before taking on the new responsibilities.
Don't worry, the team leading the training is fantastic. They'll make sure you feel confident and ready to hit the ground running.
Okay, that's reassuring. And I'll be sure to ask lots of questions if I get stuck on anything.
Perfect, that's exactly the right approach. The trainers are there to support you, so don't hesitate to lean on them.
Fantastic, I feel better already. Thanks for taking the time to chat this through with me.
Lesson 24: Keeping up with technology.
Hey Anna, have you been keeping up with all the latest tech advancements lately? It feels like everything is changing so fast.
I know, it can be a bit overwhelming sometimes. I'm constantly trying to stay on top of the latest gadgets and innovations.
Absolutely. It's hard to know what to invest in these days. I feel like I'm always playing catch up.
I hear you. The pace of technological progress is just accelerating. It's tough to know which trends are worth paying attention to.
Exactly. I'm worried about falling behind, you know? Like, what if I miss out on some game changing new technology?
I understand the concern, but try not to stress too much. The most important thing is focusing on the tech that genuinely improves your life.
That's a good point. I suppose I don't need to be an early adopter of every single new product that hits the market.
Exactly. Be selective and wait for the dust to settle a bit. That way you can make more informed decisions about what's worth your time and money.
You're right. I should probably just stick to the basics for now and not get too caught up in the hype.
Lesson 25: Refreshing Summer Drinks.
Hey Anna, I'm trying to come up with some fun, summery drink ideas. Do you have any favorite go to recipes?
Ooh, that's a great question. One of my favorite summer drinks is a simple honey and mint lemonade.
Ah, that sounds delightful. I love the idea of adding a touch of honey and mint to lemonade.
It's so refreshing, especially on a hot day. The drizzle of honey and sprinkle of fresh mint really take it to the next level.
I can imagine. That's such a creative twist on a classic. What other summer drink ideas do you have in mind?
Well, I also really enjoy fresh fruit infused waters, like strawberry infused or a mix of berries. They're so hydrating and full of flavor.
That sounds perfect for summer. The fruit gives it such a nice natural sweetness too.
Exactly. And they're so easy to make at home. Just slice up your favorite fruits and let them steep in water for a bit.
I'm definitely going to have to try that.
Lesson 26: Distinct Policies.
Hey Anna, have you noticed how different the new government's policies are from the previous administration?
You're right, John. Their approach seems quite distinct indeed. What do you think about the changes they've made so far?
Well, some of the new policies are quite progressive, while others seem more conservative. It'll be interesting to see how they play out.
Absolutely. I'm curious to see if they can find a balance that works for the country.
Me too. I imagine it won't be an easy task, given how polarized the political landscape has become.
Definitely. It's going to take a lot of compromise and collaboration to move the country forward.
Agreed. I'm hopeful that they can put aside their differences and focus on what's best for the people.
That's a good point. At the end of the day, that should be the priority.
Exactly. We'll have to wait and see how it all unfolds.
Lesson 27, Travel Websites.
Hey Anna, have you been using any travel websites to plan your upcoming trips?
Yes, I've used a few different ones. Booking.com has been really helpful for finding hotels and flights.
Great, I'll have to check that out. What other websites have you used?
I've also tried Expedia and TripAdvisor. They all have their own unique features and benefits.
Ah, I see. It's good to have options when planning a trip.
Absolutely. I find it's best to compare a few different sites to get the best deals.
That makes sense. I'll keep that in mind when I start planning my next vacation.
Sounds good. Let me know if you need any other recommendations.
Will do, thanks Anna.
Lesson 28, Weekend Adventure.
Hey Anna, are you excited for our weekend adventure?
Definitely, I can't wait. What do you have planned?
Well, I was thinking we could go hiking in the mountains and then maybe check out that new outdoor outfitter store.
That sounds amazing. I'm really looking forward to getting out and enjoying the fresh air.
Me too, it's going to be a great break from the daily grind.
Absolutely. We definitely need to take more weekend trips like this.
I agree. It's so important to disconnect and recharge every once in a while.
Definitely. This is going to be the perfect way to do that.
Great, I can't wait.
Lesson 29, Monopoly Game Night.
I love Monopoly, let's start a game. I'll set up the board and we can roll the dice.
Awesome, I'm in. I haven't played Monopoly in ages. This is going to be fun.
Alright, I'll be the top hat and you can be the thimble. Sound good?
Sounds perfect. Okay, I'll take the first roll. Rolls dice, ooh, a 6. I'll move my piece and buy that property.
Nice, getting an early lead I see. Rolls dice, well, would you look at that, a double. I'll move my piece and purchase the railroad.
Ooh, smart move. Now I've got to start saving up to land on your properties.
Ah, exactly. This is where the real estate empire begins. Rubs hands together mischievously.
Oh boy, I'm in trouble, aren't I? Laughs, well, bring it on, I'm ready for the challenge.
That's the spirit. Alright, your turn to roll. Let's see what fate has in store.
Lesson 30, Smartphone Preferences.
Hey Anna, I'm in the market for a new smartphone. What's your take on the different operating systems?
That's a great question, John. I'm personally leaning towards an Android device. What about you?
I've been considering both Android and iOS options. I'm curious to hear your perspective on the pros and cons of each.
Well, I find Android to be very customizable and flexible, which I really enjoy. But iOS can offer a more streamlined and user-friendly experience for some.
That's a good point. I like the idea of customization, but I also value simplicity and ease of use.
It's definitely a trade-off. Have you had a chance to try out any of the latest models from both platforms?
Not yet, but I plan to head to the store this weekend to test them out. Any specific models you'd recommend I take a look at?
The new Google Pixel and Samsung Galaxy phones are both excellent Android options. And of course, the latest iPhones are always worth considering.
Great, I'll keep those in mind. Thanks for the advice.
Lesson 31: Finding Joy in Daily Activities.
Hey Anna, have you been able to make time for activities that bring you joy lately?
Good question, John. Yes, I've been trying to make more time for things I enjoy. It's so easy to get caught up in the daily grind.
I agree. It's important to prioritize those meaningful activities, even if it's just for a little while each day.
Definitely. Taking a break to do something fun or relaxing can really recharge your batteries.
Absolutely. What kind of things have you been doing to find that joy?
Well, I've been making an effort to read more for pleasure, go for walks outside, and even pick up an old hobby I used to love.
That's great. Those sound like really fulfilling ways to bring more joy into your life.
They really have been. And you, John, what about you? Have you been able to carve out time for fun and enjoyment?
I'm still working on it. But I've started setting aside an hour or two in the evenings to unwind, whether that's listening to music, watching a favorite show, or just relaxing.
Lesson 32: Establishing expertise through valuable content.
Hey Anna, have you been thinking about ways to establish yourself as an expert in your field?
That's a great question, John. I've been focusing a lot on creating valuable content lately.
Ah, I see. How have you been going about that?
Well, I've been doing a lot of research and trying to share my insights and knowledge through blog posts, social media, and even some speaking engagements.
That sounds like a really effective approach. Sharing your expertise in those ways can definitely help establish your credibility.
Absolutely. And I found that it's not just about the content itself, but also how you present it.
Good point. The delivery and packaging of the information is just as important as the substance.
Exactly. I've been working on making my content engaging, informative, and easy to digest.
That's a really smart strategy.
Lesson 41, Teamwork Wins.
Hello, Anna, did you hear about the new project our team is working on? I'm a little nervous since we have to collaborate with colleagues from other departments.
Oh, really? I think collaboration is a great way to tackle complex challenges. Working together can bring fresh perspectives and make problem solving easier.
You have a good point. I just hope everyone is open to working as a team and supporting each other.
I'm sure if you approach it with a positive attitude, it'll go well. Remember, there's strength in numbers when people support one another.
That's true. I'll try to keep an upbeat mindset. Any advice on how to foster a collaborative environment?
Definitely. Communication is key. Make sure everyone feels heard and valued. Also, don't be afraid to ask questions or offer assistance. A little teamwork goes a long way.
Great tips, thanks, Anna. I feel better about this project now. Teamwork really does make the dream work.
Absolutely. I'm confident you'll do great. Just remember to stay open-minded and supportive of your colleagues.
Will do. I appreciate you taking the time to chat, Anna. It's reassuring to know I have your support.
Lesson 34, Discussing the Economy.
Hey Anna, have you been keeping up with all the news about the economy lately?
I have, John. It's been a lot to take in, that's for sure.
Definitely. There's been a lot of talk about inflation, interest rates, and the potential for a recession.
Absolutely. It's a really complex and uncertain time economically.
Yeah, it's got a lot of people feeling a bit anxious and unsure about the future.
I can imagine. It's the kind of situation where it's hard to know what to expect.
Exactly. Have you noticed any impacts on your day-to-day life so far?
To be honest, I have. Things like grocery prices and gas prices have been steadily rising.
I hear you. Those kinds of everyday expenses really add up when they're going up.
Lesson 35, Travel Rewards at Busy Airports.
Hey Anna, have you had any experiences with travel rewards programs at busy airports lately?
Ooh, that's an interesting question, John. I have actually. I've been trying to maximize my rewards when flying.
That's great. I'd love to hear more about it. Navigating all the different programs can be tricky.
You're right about that. But I've found that with a little research, you can really get some great benefits.
Nice, what kind of perks have you been able to take advantage of?
Well, I've been earning miles and points through my credit card and airline loyalty programs. It's amazing how quickly they can add up.
That's awesome. I imagine that comes in handy, especially when you're dealing with busy, crowded airports.
Absolutely. Being able to access priority boarding and lounge access has been a game changer.
I bet. Those kinds of perks can make the whole airport experience much more comfortable.
Lesson 36: Healthy Habits.
Hey Anna, I've been trying to establish some healthy habits lately. What kind of things have you been doing?
Morning, John. That's great. I've been trying to exercise more and eat healthier foods. How about you?
I've been going for regular walks and drinking more water throughout the day. It's really made a difference in how I feel.
Wonderful. Walking is such an easy and effective way to stay active. And staying hydrated is so important.
Absolutely. I also try to get enough sleep and limit my screen time in the evenings. Those habits have been game changers for me.
Those are all excellent habits. I find that when I prioritize self-care, I'm more productive and happier overall.
Definitely. It's all about making small, sustainable changes. Every little bit counts when it comes to our health.
You're so right. I'm glad we're both focusing on our well-being. It's inspiring to support each other in these efforts.
Definitely. It's always easier with a friend to share the journey. I appreciate you listening and sharing your own experiences.
Lesson 37: Smoothie Recipes.
Hey Anna, have you tried that new smoothie place downtown? They have some really interesting flavor combinations.
Oh, I haven't been there yet. What kind of smoothies did you try?
My go-to is the spinach and banana smoothie. It's so creamy and delicious.
Ooh, that sounds good. I'm more of a berry person myself. Maybe we could try that place together and I can get the berry smoothie.
Sounds perfect. We can compare our favorite recipes. I'm always looking for new healthy smoothie ideas.
Me too. Hey, I saw a recipe the other day that had spinach, banana, and pineapple. Thought that might be worth a try.
Ooh, pineapple would add a nice sweet and tangy flavor. I'll have to give that a shot.
Definitely. Let me know how it turns out. Maybe we can swap our favorite smoothie recipes sometime.
Absolutely, I'd love that. This is making me crave a smoothie now. Shall we head out and try that new place?
Lesson 38: Photography Adventure.
I'm so excited to go on my first photography adventure. Do you have any tips for a beginner like me?
Hey there. That's awesome, John. As a seasoned photographer, I'd recommend starting with some basic composition techniques.
Great, I'm all ears. What kind of composition principles should I keep in mind?
Well, the rule of thirds is a classic one. Imagine dividing your frame into 9 equal parts and placing your subject along the intersecting lines.
Ooh, I see. That sounds like a simple but effective way to create more dynamic and visually interesting shots.
Exactly. You can also play around with leading lines, framing, and negative space to guide the viewer's eye.
Those are some really helpful tips. I'll definitely keep those composition principles in mind as I'm out shooting.
Wonderful. I'm sure you're going to capture some incredible photos. Just remember to have fun and experiment.
That's great advice. I can't wait to get out there and start practicing. This is going to be such a fun learning experience.
Lesson 39, Cozy Atmosphere.
Hey Anna, I'm trying to create a cozy atmosphere in my living room. Any ideas for how I can achieve that?
Ooh, that sounds lovely, John. I'd suggest starting with some warm, soft lighting. Maybe some table lamps or string lights?
That's a great idea. I was thinking of getting a floor lamp with a dimmer to set the mood.
Perfect. And don't forget about textures. Throw blankets, plush pillows, and even a fluffy rug can really add to the cozy factor.
Ah, yes, those textural elements will be key. I'll have to keep an eye out for some cozy accent pieces.
Absolutely. And don't forget about bringing in some natural elements too, like potted plants or fresh flowers.
Ooh, that's a wonderful suggestion. A few houseplants would really liven up the space and make it feel more inviting.
Exactly. I'm sure whatever you choose, it's going to create such a warm and welcoming vibe in your living room.
I appreciate all the great ideas. I'm excited to start decorating and making my space feel extra cozy.
Lesson 40, Scenic River Cruise.
Hey Anna, I also went on a boat cruise along the Seine River. It was such a highlight of my recent trip.
That sounds amazing, John. I've always wanted to do a scenic river cruise. What was it like?
It was absolutely breathtaking. We got to see so many iconic Parisian landmarks from the water.
Oh, I can only imagine. I bet it was the perfect way to take in the city's architecture and ambience.
Totally. The boat moved at a nice, leisurely pace, so we could really soak in the views.
That sounds so relaxing. Were there any particular sights that stood out to you the most?
I loved sailing past the Eiffel Tower and Notre Dame Cathedral. The city looks so stunning from the river.
I can only imagine. That must have been such a magical experience. I'd love to do a similar cruise someday.
I highly recommend it. It was definitely a highlight of my trip and a great way to see the city.